Well, so I went to that Belarusian bookshop that you saw, and it gave pause for thought. I didn't in the end buy a calendar, because the calendars that were of Belarus had only one scene, whether it was Minsk or a scene from the river, from one of the rivers of Belarus. The one that Napoleon had all that difficulty with, forget the name of it. Only saw it a few months ago, so Hugo Boss. But underneath was just a calendar, and it was not even in Belarusian, it was just Russian and English. But I did buy two books, one of which, because I thought it was quite good, 1,000 Russian and 1,000 English idioms. So it's got quite a lot of Russian idioms explaining in English what they mean, which is quite useful. I might put some of them into the Hulaganov Russian course at level 3, the 300 series, because that's all going to be about things like proverbs and sayings and collocations. But I haven't even finished number 1, the 100 series yet, the 101 series, the 102, 103, then 200. That's when it gets more interesting. So basically 200 is like the vocabulary builder, and then 300's the collocations and everything. So it's got quite a lot. The actual English bits, it's not too bad. They've roughly found equivalents in Russian of a bunch of English proverbs. But the interesting one, which actually cost, but the thing is about that book, it cost next to nothing. It was for, what's this one? I'm on the right street. This is Valadarskaya. I think it's probably to do with Vologda or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, Olive Cafe. Basically, the other book that I bought is this one. It's supposed to be a serious book, Angielskie phraseologizmy, Idioms Dictionary. I thought, hello, Idioms Dictionary, something not quite right there. Even the first word, even the title isn't proper English. Dictionary of Idioms, if you please, not Idioms Dictionary. Those of you playing fast and loose with the way we form adjectives, making adjectives from plural words instead of singular words when it's completely unnecessary, that really shows up. Okay, so Idioms Dictionary. I thought, hello, who's this writing a book about English idioms who can't even get the title right? And sure enough, when I opened it, the idioms are absolutely absence of mind. Here's an example of an idiom that is there. What is bothering you? Why are you doing these things in absence of mind? That's supposed to be an idiom. A dark horse is an unsympathetic personality. This is the translation into English of mala izvestnaya lichnost, which means a little known personality. So it's all confused, it's all erroneous. It's as bad a book as I've ever seen in linguistics. That's why I paid 10 times as much as for the useful book, for this useless book. I expect it's probably like Clugston's thing now, where he's asked everybody to give $60 for his expertise, and told everybody that they mustn't share it on torrents and what have you. If they pay their $60, it's just for their personal use. Yeah. Well, I mean, I assume we're allowed to review it if we buy it. I don't think I'm going to send Clugston $60 when it's effectively buying a cat in a hat. No, that's Dr. Seuss. A cat in a sack. I don't think I'm necessarily going to go and do that, because it's kind of I'll let other people do it, review it, and if I see a lot of people think it's a good value for money buy, then okay, I don't mind. If it's a good value for money buy, I don't mind paying the guy $60. He creates a lot of amusement, but I'm not going to buy his continual, stupidity. But I'm not paying him for that, just for playing the clown the whole time. But I don't mind paying him if he actually puts something together which could make people think and actually be coherent, which is not the way he speaks, but maybe he writes that way, I don't know, I can't imagine it. His writing in comments isn't very coherent, so why he should be able to suddenly put together a learned treatise on the learning of language is beyond me. But those who believe his guff will send their $60 in, and if we see lots of people saying how, putting their names to the opinion of how good value for money it is, then sure, I'll join in and pay the guy as well. Why not? What's $60 if he's really giving money's worth? But I'm not going to be one of the experimenters on that, I'm afraid. But I did decide to pay good money. To give you an example of what the costs were, it was 33 euro cents for the useful book, and about €3.50 for the useless book. So I'm not seriously out of pocket either way. It's not like 60. I mean, you buy Clugston's guff, you might end up paying $60, which is about nearly €50 these days, for something which is worthless too, for all I know. I don't want to say when I haven't read it, of course. I've got to keep an open mind. I'm trying hard to keep an open mind, but have to see. But that's for sure, that's an interesting book. I'll keep it for my wife so she doesn't start learning it, but it's just going to be something on another time. I'll share some more of the pearls of wisdom from it